I joined and took over a public Minecraft LifeSteal SMP where you can steal other players' hearts by killing them, but losing all of your hearts results in a 24-hour ban from the server. And because I'll be joining with only one heart and no allies, everyone on the server will be trying to hunt me down and steal my heart, since I'll only be one hit away from dying. So to survive and take over, I'll have to think outside of the box and kill stacked players in the most creative and ridiculous ways to avoid getting banned from the SMP. And with only one heart to my name, I began grinding for a few items that I would need in order to survive. Armor and tools, and some golden apples. But within the first hour of grinding for loot, I got a message saying an anonymous team of stacked players was already trying to track down my location and get me banned. So far, we've taken no damage. Diamonds! Diamonds, diamonds. Okay, this is good. Oh, just one. Okay, this is like terrible. So if I step on these, I'm dead. Oh! Oh! Oh, I thought I was gonna die. And after spending a few hours getting some basic gear with no enemies in sight, I finally felt strong enough to return to the surface. Okay, now that I have all the gold, all I need are some apples. So, okay, let's do this. Yes, okay. And now for 2 minutes, I'll have 2 extra hearts. But because I just remembered I have a school trip in a day, I'll have to take over the entire SMP in the next 24 hours, and I have already wasted 3. So without wasting any more time, I quickly traveled to spawn where I would start the second phase of my plan to take over. Now at spawn, you're completely safe, but there's a red border that surrounds the entirety of spawn called the war zone, where PvP is enabled and all of the biggest fights on the server happen. But because I only have 1 heart, if I step over this line, I'll be killed and banned in mere seconds. So before I can cross the line and take over the server, I'll have to think of a more creative way to get better gear and steal some hearts. So for the second part of my plan, I'll be doing just that. Let me explain. This server has a special command called /TPA, where other members can ask to teleport to you, and you can either accept or decline. So the plan is to build a dropper trap with some dripstone at the bottom and get some unsuspecting players to teleport to me in order to trap them and drop them down the hole, hopefully stealing all of their gear and hearts in the process. Although it's a risky plan, since they could TP a friend over or ban me from the server in just 1 hit, I'm already running low on time. So do I really have a choice? Okay, so because a lot of people on the server have like 50 hearts and full netherite, I'm gonna try to find a username with a low amount of hearts and no gear, and then I'm gonna lure them into a bit of a trap. First, I'm gonna build a trap. Okay, I'm gonna put some dripstone there. Then we're gonna go back up. This is a really simple trap. So I think the plan I'm gonna use is I'm just gonna TP them here, and then I'm just gonna knock them in. That's it. TP them here, punch them in, place a dripstone, and then break it. So, after screenshotting a bunch of unsuspecting players at spawn who looked pretty noobish and finishing the dropper trap, it was finally time to message these players and convince them to teleport to me. And finally, after messaging tons of players, one of them finally agreed to teleport to me. Please. Wait, what? They died, but I didn't get the heart. I punched him in, but I didn't get the heart. What? Wait, I got his stuff though. I got some stuff. It didn't work though. This failed. This really did fail. So after the trap failed, not giving me the heart because the player died to fall damage, I realized that in order to steal their hearts, I would have to get the kill credit by taking them on one-on-one with the weapons I had. And although it would be risky because I'd be 1 hit away from getting banned, I was all out of other options and decided to take the risk. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Yes! Yes! I got a heart! It was the most scummy way ever, but like, I'll take it. Yes! Yes! Wait, he had a heart capsule. I'm at 4 hearts. I'm almost halfway there. Probably don't need to gap, but just to be safe. Oh, he has nothing. I actually feel bad. Let's go! Dude, why does this guy keep TPing to me? Okay, 9 hearts. He gave me diamonds? Okay, and just like that, we're on 10 hearts. And after spending a few hours getting a bunch of loot and over 10 hearts by teleporting players, I decided to travel back to spawn where I would cross the long red border separating the safe zone from the PvP zone full of stacked players. And although I thought I'd be fine, I could never have been more wrong. I'm ready. This guy has 50 hearts. He's tried to hit me. I still don't have good enough gear. Should I just go in? Okay, they're killing me. No! No, what? Why are they all teaming on me? Dude, this is so cringe. This is actually so cringe. Why are they all teaming on me? No! And after dying and losing one of my hearts and all of my hard-earned gear, I was one step closer to getting banned from the server and a huge step back from taking over the SMP. So, with only 17 hours before my school trip, I decided to go to bed and try to take over the next morning. So, after waking up the next morning with only 6 hours before my school trip, I began grinding like crazy on the SMP, getting as much loot as I possibly could, as well as the materials for a second trap to kill a stacked player on the server. When I last died, I was killed in less than a minute because of how weak my weapons and armor were compared to the insanely stacked players at spawn. And although I didn't have enough time to grind for fully enchanted netherite gear or stacks of ender pearls and golden apples to take over the server, if I can trap a super stacked player and take all of their gear and weapons, I might have an easy way to farm hearts and even survive against the stacked players at spawn. So although it was risky and trapping a stacked player with my current gear would be no easy task, I had less than 4 hours before I needed to go for my school trip, so I had no choice but to do it. Okay, now that I have a ton of stuff, I think it's time to get started on the trap. So it's going to be pretty similar to my other trap. I'm just going to build down, but this time the trap's going to be upgraded so it can kill a stacked player. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it right here. Fill it in with obsidian. This is where the dripstone goes, so I'll be able to chop him if he doesn't die. Okay, so I filled up this hole with a little bit of crafting tables, so it should be harder to like block clutch, because you'll go into a crafting table. So when they spawn here, all I have to do is knock them in the hole, break these blocks, and jump down and finish them off. You know, it's gonna be hard, but it's doable. It is possible. And after building the trap and spending nearly 30 minutes finding and convincing a stacked player at spawn to teleport to my location to team up, it was finally time to spring the trap. But just before I do that, I need you to leave a like on this video and subscribe, because I'm trying to reach 250,000 subscribers and we're less than 65% of the way there. So if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and turn on post notifications now so you don't miss when I upload next. I'll be picking one lucky subscriber from this video who comments their Minecraft username and giving them $1 million on the SMP. So don't miss out and subscribe now. I have to TP him on this block and it should work. Okay, it worked. Break this. I think he's alive. Come on, please. Dude, how is he? Come on, please. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, dude, I'm actually dead. Oh, I popped him. Oh my gosh, please. I popped him. I actually popped him. He's trying to get out. He's got to be low or something. No, I'm gonna die. Please! There's no way. I can't let him get away. Yes, I get him. I got him in combat. Come on. Okay, I actually have health now. Please. Yes! He's actually dead! Oh my gosh, I got him. I got him! I got him! I got him! So after getting a bunch of loot from the stacked player and tons of hearts, I actually had a fighting chance of taking over the SMP in the next 2.5 hours. So with the time I had left, I decided that in order to take over, I was going to have to cross the red borderline at spawn and kill as many players as possible in order to get the maximum number of hearts on the server and get revenge on one of the players that killed me the previous day. And after finally reaching 50 hearts, the maximum hearts possible on the server, I began repairing my armor and searching for one of the players that killed me. But with less than 1 hour before I had to go on my school trip, I began to worry if this player would log in on time or even want to fight me. But after finally seeing them at spawn and messaging them for a while, I was able to convince them to have a final 1v1 on the server. And after agreeing to meet up at a specific set of coordinates far away from spawn so nobody else could interfere with the fight, I was worried this player might be planning to ambush me with some of his allies or bring weapons like end crystals, which can one-shot a player in max netherite armor. But although I was incredibly nervous, I only had 15 minutes left to take over this public LifeSteal SMP. So without wasting any more time, I arrived at the coordinates and prepared for the fight. Everything I'd done in the last 24 hours, starting from only 1 heart and 0 items, all the way up to gaining max hearts and netherite gear, it would all come down to this very moment, where either I would succeed and finally take over the SMP, or die and fail miserably. This was it.
Let's do this. I popped him, I popped him! Oh, he has more totems. Oh my god. Oh my god! Yes! Come on, come on, come on, come on! Did he not bring heals? Oh my gosh. Actually, I did do this. Do this. Yes! Let's go! Let's go, dude!
And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe and check out the server that I was playing on, because it's a ton of fun and I highly recommend joining. And with all that being said, I'll see you in the next one.